All right, good evening. It is 7:30. Kids are fed and homework is done, or at least most of it. Had to update one computer, get it all printed out. And my wife finally made it home, so now I can go and take care of the most important part of the week, which is payroll. So no matter what's going on in your life, personal or otherwise, as a small business owner, you got to make the payroll happen, because people are understanding when you make mistakes, but if you consistently miss payroll or don't pay your employees, they're just not going to produce for you. They're not going to work. They're going to hate working for you. And it is my biggest fear is to be a bad employer where people just hate coming to work, because I've been on the receiving end of that, and I know what that feels like. So it's 7:30. I would much rather stay home. It's been a very long day, but it's got to get done, and I'm going to do it. All right, we're at the laundry, and I've been here already for, well, I got here, I guess, about an hour and 30 minutes ago. And there was already some issues that I needed to do. I should have got it on video so you guys can see what it's like, but just kind of jumped in and started working on it. But anyway, like I said before, it's payday, very important day. The most important day of the week is to make sure everyone is paid on time and paid the correct amount. And also, I have to go through every single machine and check and make sure that there's no out of order machines, because that is the only way I can make money, is for those machines to be working. And also take the quarters out and put them back into the cash changer. So this is what it looks like. This week was a slow week, and we're just gonna drop all these quarters back into the quarter changer. There are the change machines. So I'm gonna do that now, but don't worry, I will fast forward through all of this. All right, so that is how you put quarters back in the machine. Super easy. So the next part is we take out all the cash and count it. That's also very important. But before we can count it, we gotta separate it. So as I'm separating this, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. So I'm in a process of evaluating a laundromat, right? But you know, part of the process is you gotta have like 2 or 3 of them sometimes, because you know, you never know which one is gonna fall through, or if all of them will fall through. So I was in Jersey City checking out this laundry while I was on vacation, and I was going pretty regular, because you know, I was very serious about it, and made it all the way to contract, and the sellers were extremely like kind of cryptic and very withholding with information. So already, you know, my red flags are going up, and you know, my spidey senses are going off. So it got to a point to where, you know, I finally met with both the owners, the husband and wife, and I was like, okay, well, let's go through all the expenses. And you know, they had copies of the water bill, electric, copies of the lease, and, you know, the gas bill, garbage, and all that. And then I'm like, okay, well, now we got to figure out the income. And then this is where it starts getting real tricky. And so first, they didn't want to give me the credit card statements. They were like, oh, we don't know how to work the machine, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, don't worry, I can figure it out. So I go to the credit card machine, and I print out all of the data. They were saying that they had information for me from like almost a year and a half or something. It's like 18 months. Come to find out, once I hit print, they only had 3 months of data, maybe less. So I'm like, hey, that's a huge discrepancy. You know, you got like 3 months of data, and it's not that much. You know, you're claiming you make this amount, but you only make this amount. We're not talking a couple $100s off. We're talking about thousands of dollars a month off. That's huge, right? So they start getting a little antsy. I guess they thought I was an idiot or something. I don't know. So next, I'm like, okay, well, when are we going to count the cash? And the guy's telling me, oh, it's like $1,600. I'm like, okay, that's great, but I got to see it. Like, where is it? Where did it come from? How did you get it? Like, this is a business. You can't just tell me it's a number and no verification. So, I kid you not, the wife goes to the back behind the dryers and she takes out a wad of cash and goes, oh, it's about $1,600. I said, oh, really? Okay. So then I go to my car. I had just done my own payroll. So I went to my car and I grabbed a stack of ones about the same thickness. I said, hey, this is about $1,600. Meanwhile, I know it's $300 on ones. But they got my point that, you know, I'm not an idiot. If you want to show me the income, show it to me, but don't BS me. So, long story short, I don't own the laundromat, and they basically backed out of the deal and said, oh, we got another buyer that's interested. But, you know, I highly doubt they have another buyer. But, you know, as you're evaluating any business, trust no one. Like, if you look up trust in a legal dictionary, it's like something like flim flam or scam or something. There's no trust. The trust is the contract. That is the only trust in America. I trust that you will follow the contract, and if you don't follow the contract, I'm going to sue you. That is trust. So, I don't have a master's degree or MBA or anything like that. Matter of fact, I went to school for jazz studies and got a BFA. And, you know, I'm a pretty serious trombone player. But I did go to the school of hard knocks, school of life. And, you know, I've been very fortunate to be a part of some nice business deals, and also been on the receiving end of some bad business deals. So, you know, you live and learn, but let my failure or my cautionary tale be a lesson to you that, you know, if you're evaluating a business, trust no one. Go through all the numbers. If it's cash, you got to see it. You got to touch it. You got to see where it came from. One tactic laundry owners will use is if they have multiple laundries, they will take money from one laundry and funnel it into another. Like literally take quarters and put them in the machines so it looks like the laundry is doing better than it is. And they'll do that for a year, you know, and they'll keep that up. And then some sucker will come along and buy it, and boom, you first month you're in there, you realize this thing that's supposed to be making $5,000 a week is making $1,000 a week, you know, and that's huge because that adds up so fast. But anyway, so that's that's that. So next, while we're sorting all this money, which it seems like a lot, here I'll show you, it seems like a lot of money, but you'll notice, you'll learn at least, if you're in a cash business, your perception of money changes really quickly. When I first started, just business in general, like not real estate, but like actually trying to run some type of business that would be exchanging cash on a regular basis. I remember when I got a bunch of ones, I had these candy boxes. I freaking hated it. I had 100 candy boxes all over the area, and I would go and empty the candy boxes and replace it with candy and take the money out. So, you know, you would end up with, you know, $400 or $500 worth of ones in a week. You know, you go to 100 different locations and you pick all your dollar bills up, and you're like, yeah, man, $400 or $500. But then you realize for the amount of time that you spend driving and going to all these places, it's not passive. It's nowhere near passive income. You actually got a job, and you might as well just go get a part-time job at Lowe's and have way less stress and do that. So, and then the other thing is $500 in ones is, I mean, it looks impressive, but it ain't no money. $500 is not money. That's just, you know, it's nothing. They don't even cover your expenses. So that's kind of what led me to the laundry thing. Is like, I need to be able to collect more dollars and more quarters in one place. Then I want to turn my dollars into $5 and $5 into $10 and $10 into $20. And the laundry is a great vehicle for that. You know, you're only, especially if you do pickup and delivery, it's just like you're only limited by your creativity. Yeah, so yeah, I've done some crazy stuff. The cash boxes was one of my biggest mistakes, my biggest regrets, but I learned a lot. That business cost me $17,000, and yeah, about 3 weeks into it, I realized I made a huge mistake, and I freaking hated it, but I had to do it or see it through. But it taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about myself and business, especially starting up. Then I went through this phase, you know, where I thought, like, you know, because you listen to YouTube and you see all these people who are, you know, they claim they're making millions of dollars on YouTube. Maybe they are. I have no idea. But what I know is that the search for passive income, it's not quite passive. It's a lot of work. Now, yes, I can kick back. I only come here once a week nowadays, sometimes twice a week, depending on what I need to get done. But I could totally kick back and relax, but that passive income will start to dwindle down, and if I don't keep my kind of foot on the gas. So you learn real quick that passive income is not passive. You're constantly gonna have to do the research, do the work, do the marketing, or else you got to pay somebody, and that's going to cut into profits. So small business owner is like the ultimate game. You're constantly being creative, you're constantly being challenged, you're constantly problem solving. There's always an issue, right? When I got here, I needed to print out some stupid pieces of paper. It's for my drivers. When they receive cash, they got to fill out this form. For whatever reason, the Excel form that I created was not printing out the lines, and it took me like, I don't know, 30 minutes to figure out how to get stupid lines. But if they don't write the cash payments, if you don't have a very particular place to like have checks and balances for things in your business, you'll find out that stuff goes missing. Like, you know, several drivers ago, we had all these cash payments missing, you know, and we're not talking a little money. We're $200 here, $100 there. And I don't know if they were stealing it, maybe, probably, or they were just losing it. But just the fact that now when they come in, they got to write their name, the date, the customer name, order number, the amount they received, and when they put it in the box. Just that little step. I never miss a cash payment. It's always perfect. And this is what I mean by, like, you know, creating systems for your business. You got to have a system, because you're not going to be able to do everything all the time. At the beginning, it feels good. It's awesome because this is kind of you, and you're doing everything. You know everything about the business. But once you get to a certain point of growth, it's impossible to do it. And you gotta create systems, you gotta hire a manager, you know, you gotta kind of relinquish some of that control. But it's gotta be done in a smart way with a system, you know, where you can check it at any point, do a spot check. So, payroll, most important day. All right, so I'm gonna finish this up and I'm gonna come back very shortly. All right, so in one of our evaluation videos, we got to see what a dysfunctional laundromat looks like. So now let's go. This is my laundry, Blue Leaf Laundromat. This is also where I do a lot of the pickup and delivery operations for NJ Laundry Services. But anyway, this is a proper functioning laundromat. You see, at the end of the night, the employees have already left, but everything is cleaned from the inside of the machine, right, to the top of the machine. All of the soap, where you put the soap at, right? Where the water runs through, your bleach, your soap, your softener, all that stuff is cleaned out because, like I said previously, the soap and softener is corrosive. So you want to get all that stuff off the metal. I got one machine. Oh, one machine is taking coins only, so I got to fix that. But yeah, all that stuff you want to get off of the machines, right? You don't want mold to form. Mold, just like in your washer at home, mold will form on anything that's rubber, right? And this pretty much stays moist all the time. So mold it just wants to form, all right? So you got to make sure that's clean. But also when you visit a laundromat, you can kind of take note of those things. Are they taking care of that laundry? Because that is going to have a direct effect on the quality of the wash of your clothes. All right, so yeah, this is what it looks like at the end of the night. You see they got a bunch of orders, ready to go. This stuff still needs to be folded. This is one of our commercial accounts. And you see we wrap everything in plastic when the product is complete. Well, we forgot to turn off the open sign. We'll turn that off. Good to go. You see all the dryers. Every machine has a credit card reader on it, and I have my own cards that you can use for this store. Also takes Apple Pay and Google Pay, NFC, near field communication. Yeah, this is the store. All right. And we're doing so much pickup and delivery, and customers are so busy, not much seating area. So if you're in the laundry, you're pretty much like folding your clothes or, washing clothes. All right. But yeah, that's it. This is a very busy laundry for the size. I'm averaging about 4 turns a day, maybe 5, probably like 4.75 or something like that. But that's pretty good. And that's just the self-service. So that means the pickup and delivery is doing a crap ton, like I show you that. And today was a light day, which you can see back here. We got like a ton of laundry, stuff that's already processed and ready to go out to the customer, and some new stuff that needs to be washed. You see some dry cleaning back there. But yeah, so lots and lots of laundry. All right, so we're all done at the laundromat, at least for today. We put in a full day here. Started off at like 6 this morning. Took care of some video editing, worked on some laundry stuff. We traded futures a little bit, made a little money. That was nice. And we went to work and got off. Took mom to get a checkup. She had surgery recently, so she got her stitches out. That's super awesome. Picked up the kids, fed them, helped with homework, and headed out to the laundromat. It's kind of a late one. Usually I try to do this a little earlier, but whatever. Got to be done. This is the most important day of the week, is Mondays, because that's when payday happens. And got to get the staff paid on time with the right amount. It's super important. Can't mess that up. Yeah, so it's 11 o'clock, and before I completely sign off tonight, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the psychology, basically kind of getting your head right before you venture off into a small business. YouTube really messes a lot of people up, I think, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to start this channel, and also interview a lot of my artist friends who are doing super awesome things, and I feel like we should highlight them. But all of the YouTube videos like that, I made my money back in 2 months, or I made $1 million in a year, or something like that. Maybe, could be possible, but I mean, I've been like, in the business game for like 15 years now, and it's just not that easy to build something of quality that's gonna be sustainable. You know what I mean? But this takes a little bit more work. I don't think all of the get rich quick schemes on YouTube are working. I'm sorry. I think it's fake. But I can show you what I'm doing and what I've done to make passive income. So yes, today was a long day, but I don't have to come back here. Oh, we lost lighting there. Okay. I really don't have to come back here until Monday of next week. But I might come earlier because I'm into it, and I know the more I show up, the more efficiently it runs, the more money I make. So yeah, maybe I'll come back, but I don't have to. I got a team in place that I've built and molded to this awesome organism that it runs great. And it took a lot of freaking work. When I first opened, there was a lot of days that I would be here all day. I would go to work, finish work, come here, stay to 12 at night, and then rinse and repeat every single day. I've missed family vacations because I needed to be here at the laundromat. So that's what it is. So whatever you see on YouTube, just take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to try to be as real with you as possible. There's going to be some super long nights, and it's not going to be fun, but you just got to bear it and grin it. Bear and grin it, I guess. I don't know, whatever that term is. But anyway, so the psychology of getting your head right, it's very lonely. No one is really going to understand what you're going through unless it's another business owner. And even then, sometimes, because we're human, we're just like, yeah, I got it. You're struggling, but I got my own issues, right? But it is a very lonely gig. Like, I was here with employees for part of it, but, I can't talk to them about the troubles I'm having. They don't care. All they care about is, are you going to pay me on time and give me the time off that I need? That's really all they care about. Are you going to take care of them? And that's my job. I'm going to make sure I take care of them. But, I have my own doubts, right? And I got my ups and downs. And I'm going to tell you, the small business life can get very lonely. And you just, you got to stay focused, write your goals down, be self-motivated, because there's going to be some dark times, there's going to be some bright times, but you got to make it through all of them, all right, to stay in business. All right, well, that is the last video for today. Stay tuned. I got some more great content coming out, hopefully, and hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. Take it easy.